All right, so we are on our way to go work out. I've had a nice little 2 day break here from all gym activities, so feeling nice and recovered. Although I will say my back is a little sore, but it's always sore. But problem areas are not sore, like chest and my right hamstring. Those are always kind of problems, but today it's feeling good. Luckily, I have AC because otherwise I'd be dying. It's been above 90 degrees for the last four days, 4 or 5 days, something like that. So definitely a little, just a little hot, but it's not the end of the world. Um, uh, uh, I've been playing Star Wars Outlaws a lot recently. So basically, let me go back and explain. So on my day off, on my 1 day off of work that I've had in a second, I spent it going up to going down to St. Louis because there was a sweet deal out there. It was a RX 7700 XT, and it was for $300. I got there, and the guy let me keep $40 because he let me keep $40 for gas, which was really really nice of him. But yeah, went and got an RX 7700 XT for $260. If you factor in the price of gas, total cost was $300. But yeah, it was a really sick deal. Anyways, I got it in my computer, got a new power supply. It's working good, but for some reason it crashes. And like games crash a lot. Oh hey, gas is 369 now. That's pretty good. But games crash a lot. Um, I don't know if it's. I haven't tested out any other games really, to be honest with you, but I've been playing Star Wars Outlaws a lot because the Steam Summer Sale had it on sale for like 15 or $16, so I had to pick it up. And here's the deal: everyone will say it's a bad game, but you genuinely are on the giant robotic train if you think it's a bad if you think it's a bad game. It is genuinely the best Star Wars game that I've ever played. They're all the Star Wars games are trash. Okay, don't get me wrong, but this is the best of the trash. Um, and I don't understand why, but it's a really, really common theme in Star Wars games to not focus on main characters, to create new characters, or at least modern Star Wars games, because there were those bounty hunter games like the Boba Fett games, but that's like 30 years old. So, um, yeah, but Star Wars Outlaws is the most Star Wars, the most it's probably the most fun experience I've ever had playing a Star Wars game, and I stand by that. Battle Battlefront 2, it was all right. The campaign was pretty trash, to be 100% honest with you. The campaign sucked, and Battlefront 2 is, I guess it's kind of fun to play, but Star Wars Outlaws is the most Star Wars game I've ever played. You've never like if you've never genuinely sat down and like went and explored went and explored like the sabacc tables in the unique areas. They have like 10 different sabacc tables in these in this city that it's where you play most of the game at. I can't remember the name of it, but there's sabacc tables. There's these restaurants, and you get to share a meal with your little buddy. It's like a freaking furry, feathery, little cute thing. It's like kind of looks like the thing that Obi-Wan Kenobi was riding on in Revenge of the Sith, was it? Because yeah, it looked like the thing that that little like lizard weird thing. It kind of looks like a baby one of those. But it is a really good game. And if you are on PC and you got 15-20 bucks to spare, please buy it. It is really good. I also picked up Repo and Rust. I think that's it. Yeah, I picked up Repo and Rust along with it too. Repo mainly because I wanted to play with my brother. Ugh. But anyways, Star Wars Outlaws is literally the most fun Star Wars game I've ever played. It is like, now granted, I have a $500 or I don't know, it's like $450 brand new, but I have a graphics card that's worth as much as your freaking PS5 or whatever you guys are playing on. So it's debatable on whether we're gonna have the same experience, but I will say that the graphics help. Having like a really, really sick graphics card helps out a lot because I can play in 1440p upscaled to 4K using AI frame generation, so I can play at 4K 120 FPS, and you cannot tell the difference. No matter what people say, I promise you cannot tell the difference between AI frames and AI upscaling versus native frames and native resolution. You literally cannot tell the difference. And if you say you can, you're a retard. I'm sorry. You cannot tell the difference. But either way, it's a fun game. There's no reason why it should be getting this much hate, or as much hate as it did. It may have been really bad. Like, they may have fixed it up a little bit. And I will say the AI is terrible. Like, like a brain dead baby could beat the AI in the game. Like, all the AIs are just terrible. But like, I mean, the NPCs, like I don't know, like there's stormtroopers, enforcers, syndicate, guards, whatever you like, the bad guys. They're all like, the AI that's used is terrible for them. But that's not the point. Point is, if you take out a whole, it is a really fun game. I got to get inside. I'm gonna kind of go over my warm-ups today for bench. Same exact warm-ups for squat, basically, except minus the rotator cuff stuff. But I like to start off with some bands here. Just get my shoulders nice and loose, kind of stretch out like on my chest, because as you know, my problem area in my upper body is my left pec, and especially if it's like that period where I was going, like, I did 3 days no rest, my pec was so unbelievably tight, like to the point where I couldn't even like do this because of how tight my pec was. So I usually go here and I do these just for a little bit, just kind of chill out, listen to some music, just kind of get my shoulders nice and warm up. Then I go and I'll be right back. Actually, I can do it with one arm. So I go and I grab one of these 2.5, and then I'm doing it one side. I usually do it two sides. Or I usually do it both sides at the same time. But I just like to get my rotator cuff nice and warmed up, because that was a problem area in the past, and it's a very common problem area. So I just like to make sure that it's nice and warmed up.
Same thing on both sides. If you're doing one arm, and then if you're doing, bilateral, obviously, you just mirror it and do it at the same time. And I don't really count it. I kind of do it until I notice that my rotator cuff's a little looser, and once it starts kind of burning just a little bit, then it's good. But this is about the extent to which I warm up before I actually slap the weight on. So not too much, as you can see. For squat, it's a little different. I'll do one set, super light. I'll go over the warm-ups Sunday, because I think, next time we work out Sunday. So I'll go over the warm-ups, but essentially one set of lying leg extensions, super light, just 30 reps, something like that, just to get the blood flow into my hamstrings. That's a problem area. And then I go and in between each set, working up to my last warm-up, what I'll do is I'll do a set of hip thrusts, and I'll do a hold at the top to get my glutes warmed up, and then obviously warming up my shoulders is a big thing too, because I'm fat, as you can tell, so I have very limited range of motion to how I can move, so that's very important. But I think that's about it. And then deadlift, I'll show you the warm-ups for that once we get over there, but I'm going to get to the weight. Deadlift warm-ups are really simple. Basically, I just do butterfly stretch, hold this for a little bit, and try to get my glutes and hips a little bit loose, and lower back especially. And then I just do 90-90 hip turns.
Morale's knocked off.
I'd rather go to prison workout.
A real gym bro. Like outdoor sporting. Yeah, it's a dance. Wow. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How far is it? 30 minutes?
What's up, guys? So deadlift single is amazing. That moved perfectly. Moved just how it should have. And back downs were a little rough, I won't lie, but that's just because my hands get all beat up and everything, and you can see my hands are just nasty today. Like, it's just all torn up everywhere. So unfortunately, back downs they were rough. It hurt a little bit, a lot actually, but not the end of the world. Bench single, that was, it was what it is. It wasn't like anything crazy. Obviously, I just did 50 pounds more than that for a single last block. So we're gonna aim for 395 for our single this time. This time around, this block, at the end of the block, and for that day where we do a heavy deadlift single and bench single, I do want to head up to Mattoon, Mahomet, and go to the barbell barn and get a nice workout in there. So that'll be something to look forward to for sure. But yeah, for now, not really too much to do besides keep working at it and keep showing up, because it compounds over time. It's like this is kind of the analogy that I use when I explain to people how it works. You've got this water, you've got this pipe, right, and it's dripping drops into the bucket. And you might not see a difference in the water level after 12, you might not see a difference between like 5 and 30 drops in the water level, but if you let that sit there, and 365 drops later, you're going to see a big difference. And each drop is a day or a workout, or however you structure it, a block, however you want to say it. And these drops add up over time, and soon enough you're going to be filling a pretty big bucket, and that's the whole deal. It adds up over time. All these workouts, I mean, you guys have literally seen with my deadlift, it's completely exploded, because I've just been day after day, I just come in, I deadlift, and I try to fix something, try to work on my form, try to use a different cue, just whatever it is. I try to be better every day, and I add a new drop to the bucket, and then soon enough my bucket's almost 600 pounds. So yeah, but I want to, so might be a little crazy goal, but for the end of the block, for my deadlift single, I want to hit like 575 maybe. I would love to hit 575. That would be pretty epic. Maybe like 565. Yeah. But either way, it would be epic. Today's single was amazing. moved like butter. But I'm gonna get inside, make myself some dinner or some lunch. Sorry, lunch, not dinner, but make myself some lunch, and then gonna get to work. So I will see you guys for Sunday's workout. Although I did get invited by a buddy to come and work out with him at Crunch tomorrow, so I might go. But I'm gonna get inside, get showered up. So I'll see you guys later.